right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to...
You know what? You become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the
yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash. Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run again with Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. It's a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. What a spin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that offense has the advantage. You've got to find a way to turn things around. This is the series to begin that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a 2nd time.
Here we go now. Leopard. Over.
They find some open field here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Look at the spin. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Oh, up and over. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than...
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
43 yards.
Coaches really don't care for much ability. Rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
1 quarter. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little different in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL. Any given time, every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Now look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kelvin Shepard leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go. Check.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Jennings. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
This is taken at about the 14. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Where is this play going? That's caught inside the 20. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't...
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they can get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Stepping up, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Fighting him off.
Ran right through the trash.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On the move to his left, and it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down. Pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on Nick. Record that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time.
And can you believe it? It's a second safe. Ball game. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. And last time, no points surrendered, almost. I mean, the ball was in the red zone. Bottom line, though, they got the stop. They'll be looking to do that once more.
And you know they trotted back out there with energy, because after you get a 4th down stop and give up no points in a situation where you expect to give up something, you feel so good about yourself and the guy playing next to you as well. That leads you to playing pretty well the rest of the game.
And we'll see if they can play well again here and get another stop.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think we could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running it.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is in. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it?
Out on the right, this is Cruz. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Now Manning. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback.
Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB...